What is up, ladies and gents? It's the Guitars562. Let's get started. Death Abyss is an extremely simple dungeon mechanically. Once Melee pulls aggro, you really only need to understand that if you ever see him teleport, he will do it 3 times. He will teleport to the furthest player and follow up with a slam on the ground that causes a shockwave. To avoid the shockwave, just hug him close so the shockwave goes past you. By the 3rd teleport, he will do a quick heavy on the melee, and usually he will follow it up with an AoE heavy. After the AoE heavy attack, which everyone needs to block, he will begin Blades. Blades will follow 3 marked players, and it's their job to hug the nearest wall, but also be mindful that the boss will begin teleporting to grief with shockwaves. You hug the wall and rotate in a clockwise position to make it simple for everyone to not get hit by each other's blades. That's my preferred method, but you can just stay away from other players, but it just gets a little chaotic if you don't stick to a plan. The other players can keep DPS going and watch out for shockwaves. After 2 teleports, he will mark someone with a protection circle. You know you are marked because the circle is a very obvious black ring. 5 players minimum are needed to enter this ring, in which I designate to go towards the middle of the map, if you are marked, to make it easier for everyone to have the same distance to travel to reach. If you don't have 5 players minimum, too much damage will occur and usually cause a wipe. 6 players is the best, but 5 players is minimum for most squishy classes. If you notice that you don't have 4 players, the marked player has to die in order so the rest don't get insta-killed, as well as continue to the dungeon. Comment small sacrifice to pay for salvation if you agree. Extra tip, don't do what I did if you get boss aggro. Unfortunately, it's better to just be close to the boss if you have aggro, so you can block any of his mechanics like his heavy or shockwaves. And unfortunately, eat his other attacks. As you can see, when I stayed away, it made it harder for me to position myself to dodge correctly. Thanks, boys. Appreciate you all. Hopefully this helps so you can share with other guildies excited to learn the dungeon. Stay blessed, folks. I'll see you next time.